Yes, respected sadhakas, welcome to this celebration of steadily studying our most beautiful, profound Shastras. Yes, we can also make an alert attempt as to how much of this Shastra Jnanam we are able to perceive, imbibe, and receive for our own life's transformation. Even if those higher things we are not able to do right now, even attending to these profound shastras itself is a very good exercise. So let us congratulate ourselves. Let us thank our faculties which are cooperating with us, and let us be inspired from within. Continue this journey of getting informed and getting guided. Salutations to you. Congratulations to you, as well as wishes and prayers that these sessions really help us in turning our attention towards the truth more and more day by day. 12 Vyaktitwas of ours: Lokasevaka, Dharmastapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, and Shanta Yukta. And our most divine six sources continue us always to bless us: the Brahma Tattva, the Ishvara Tattva, the Shakti Tattva, the Devata Gana, the Guru Gana, Shastra Gana. We have taken up study of Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana Shastra. First, Vairagya Prakaranam, 30th Sarga. Prayojana Kathanam is the name of this Sarga. In this, having put in front of the Gurus his observation, his conclusions regarding the outer world and whole personality, Lord Sri Rama now pleads to them or requests them to guide for something noble, something substantial, something eternal and permanent. So, this becomes the opportunity and basis for the Gurus to guide such genuine, sincere seekers who really want to go beyond all bondages, limitations. You know, how much ever in dukkha that disciple is there. But for the Guru, it's a festivity only to find such a wonderful, genuine seeker matured from within. So we will see these things next 2 3 sargas. Then, as asked by Rama from second Moksha Vyavahara Prakarana onwards, we will see the teachings of the Gurus. In fact, here also, maybe after 30 31, 32 33 only, the teachings will start. Let us enjoy that. Let us just focus on this day, how much ever we are able to study. Let the habit of our regular Shastra Dhenam be intact. Let us, with this vrata and tapasya of ours, please our gurus and gods who should be forced by our commitment to bless us and give us all outer inner qualifications, so that definitely we are doing the definite sadhana, and we are in fact experiencing the result of it also. Let's invoke the grace. Om. 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhya. Om Yerime Gurubihi Purvam पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसत्शास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओमापदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकेर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति वराङ्गतिम् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम् तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिधीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रमृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलम् अचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्वाल्मीकि वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्रादि ब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य आचार्येभ्यो अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन तस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणे इतिहासोक्त साध्य साधना गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत परम ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवतागणानां दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभूति प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षप्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने निष्ठित अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्री राम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर साधना सेवा शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञ आगादि सत्कर्मणां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे स्थित समस्त शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रचार प्रतिष्ठा संस्थापन द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षये नमः योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणं प्रथम वैराग्य प्रकरणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः ज्ञाता ज्ञायं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्माद् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः अथ त्रिंशः सर्गः प्रयोजन कथनम नाम friends in this sarga we saw Bhagavan Sri Rama so desperate wanting to have that vision of how to be in this very world but not bound by it contaminated by it how he asks those questions we have seen taking the example of Janaka how by being in this very world he has become so great Then he asked the question, Ki lagne nabi kilangeshu bahuda bahumanada katham samsara pankena umanina lipyate. Means living with the same faculties in this very world, which is like panka, yet not tainted by it, not impurified by it. What is the way? Then the best question was, so beautiful it is, what is that drishti? What is that vision you great people have? Because of which very much you are in this world like us, moving, still maintaining Vita Kalmashatva, maintaining your Mahan Tattva, maintaining your Jivan Muktatva, and being the great Mahashayas. Please tell me. In this way, Sri Rama was going on asking. So we have seen these even few slokas also wonderful. What was he saying? Lobhayanto bhayaiva vishaya bhoga bhoginaha bhangurakara vibhavaha katam ayanti bhavyata. Same vishayas. How instead of creating bhaya to me, give me bhavyata. In what way? I have to relate with them. Then the next interesting question was, my lake of chitta is being disturbed by the elephant of the moha. Moha matanga mrudita kalanka kalitambara. See, these are the examples, these are the thoughts. So important, so subjectively to be pondered over. See, our antakarana, nothing but expression of Paramatma. As much bliss is there in Paramatma, so much happiness should reflect in our antakarana, independent of everything. Yet, why so much of kallola in our antakarana, disturbance in our antakarana, desperations, dejections, despondencies, miseries? We must know, isn't it? The question का आंसर है मोह मातंगम मृदिता. The terrible elephant of delusion is the one which has done the mrudanam, means kundalna, जो कहते हैं ना, its movement, like huge elements when they are in that river and just move there, the entire dust and dirt of the lake comes up and the whole lake is disturbed. So the lake is chitta, the elephant is the moha, and entirely it is disturbed now. And what is moha? Just taking the world as other than Paramatma, other than ourselves, and giving it reality. And then expecting something from it for the sukha. See, these few things somehow, by God's grace, very soon, if we can sort out, then we can be freed from the mohamatanga and our antakarana regains its own earlier status of peace and tranquility, reflecting the bliss of Paramatma for ourselves and the world around when we are in pravritti. And when we are nivritti, rise above that antakarana to be in the pure self. So such my Shemushi is the chitta, sarasi katam param prasadam ayati. How this chitta kallolita by the moha elephant becomes extremely again prasanna yukta, ananda yukta. Please tell me. It's a beautiful questions, beautiful way of putting it, and newer thoughts which are available only in this grantha. Every day we are getting few of them. Now, samsara eva nimahe jano vyavaharannapi navandham kathamapnoti padmapatre payoyatha. Remember, we have to be in this very world with the same faculties, with the same things and beings. We can't avoid it. Vyavahar also we can't avoid. Yet, bandham katham na apnoti. Tell me the technique, the vision by which the bandha being in this world do not touch us. Example given is Padma Patre Payoyatha. Like the water do not touch the lotus, even though the lotus is in the water itself. Padma Patram Iva Ambasa. So here a very important thought we have to catch here is, if the question is asked by Rama, therefore it must have an answer. What's the question? We are in the same world, but need not be polluted by, touched by, disturbed by the world. That insulation, that protecting shield of wisdom we have to have. Right? When we go to Amma. When we go to Yuddham, what first thing we wear is the shield, the kavacham. Being in the world with the upadhis is like a Yuddham. And the kavacham is the vijnanam or the jnanam, which the gurus are going to teach. Without that kavacham of the jnanam, if we enter into the world of things and situations and beings, we get wounded. And those wounds give unbearable pains, etc. So Rama is asking on behalf of all of us, being the same world. Why being the same world? Because till the self is known, even beyond, as long as the upadhiyon ka prarabdha hota hai, we have to vary in this very world. See the problem of ours, we cannot be without the world. And being in the world, we cannot be peaceful and happy. This is all because of ajnana and moha. If the ajnana can be replaced by the jnana and the moha is dissolved, then be in the same world. The avatars, the great gurus, the Jivan Muktas were in the same world only in which we are. But they are untouched, Padmapatra Vivambasa, free, and they loved the world, they served the world. They become, a beacon light for the world. And we in the same world suffer and make others to suffer because of us. If we can find the solution for it, then the life becomes beautiful. Sri Rama's Prashna is like that. Now he says, Atmavat, this is the most beautiful sloka. Atmavat trunavat chedam sakalam kalayan janaha kathamuttamatam eti manomanmatham asprushan. $1 million sloka it is. Just for this sloka, we have to salute Bhagavan Rama. How beautiful it is. He says, Atmavata trunavatcha idam sakalam kalayan. Janaha, Jana means you and I. Any beings staying in this world, taking the world either as the Atman or taking the world as Truna. When you have to love the world, when you have to serve the world, love and serve the world like your own Atman, our own self. And when the world tries to trouble us or we try to be the possessors of the world for any other reason, the world should be rejected like a blade of grass, the Trunavatu. See that seeming contradiction here. Totally different. एक तरफ देखते हो आत्मा की तरह, दूसरी तरफ देखते हो तृण की तरह. है कि नहीं? When it comes to sadhana seva, atmavat. When it comes to the world trying to become samsara for us, that time trunavatu. Wow. Atmavat trunavacha idam sakalam kalayan. Janaha, in this process only, katham uttamatam eti. How he goes on preaching to the uttama sthiti. And what is that? By being in the world, we can maintain this by not troubling ourselves. Mano manmatham asprushan. Into our mind, the manmatha, any type of kama adi vikara should not touch. So in this very world we are operating with the upadhis only, serving the world as taking it as Atma, Atma upamena sarvatra. Yet when it comes to getting bound in the world, we are not touching our heart by, or not allowing our heart to be touched by the manomanmatha, same because of which, in as regards the getting caught up in the world through asaktis bhoga, it is like trunavatu. Wow. If this clicks, तो बन गया फिर जिंदगी अभी. Every relation, everything being is as sacred as our own self for us. When we are with them in the world. And when we are inside ourselves, to be within our own selves, with ourselves, whole world is like Tradapraya, just like that. Chappal bahar chhod dete hai वैसा. I was really surprised to see our Prime Minister 46 hours of he is sitting there for dhyanam. उठते होंगे बीच में, but being so busy in 200 lectures, talks for the, what do you call, political that elections, then within 4 days there will be a result. इतना मन में रखकर, still if somebody can sit, he must be in this state of Trunavat. Isn't it? The whole world Trunapraya. ऐसा कर घास फूस की तरह छोड़ दो, enter into your own inner self. So there are only two cells first. Inside, when we are for meditation, whole entire outer world is like blade of grass thrown away, and we are with our own selves. And when we have come into the world at the time of pravrutti through the faculties, the entire world is my own self. As much I love myself, so much entire world, without any differentiation, without any cause of any of the biasnesses, any priorities, kuch nahi. सब मेरा ही आत्मा. Just like the parts of our body. Each of the body part is self to me, so sacred to me. Therefore, I love it. Isn't it? इस तरह से आत्मवत् तृणवत् चैव idam sakalam kalayan janah katham uttamatam eti. How he can reach to that uttama sthiti, purushottama sthiti, uttama atma sthiti, mano manmatham aspushan. The mind is not touched by the manmatha, any of the vikaras. Now, beautiful one, kam maha purusham param upayatam mahodadhe आचारेणानुसंस्मृत्य जनो याति न दुखिताम. देखो, this is another shloka. Very rarely we come across these subtler points, isn't it? Remember, we need somebody continuously to teach us, and we need somebody as an adarsha for us to follow. It can be that same person who is teaching us also. Why? Because Bauddhika Jnanam receiving is one thing, but when we practically do, we need the techniques also, we need the inspiration also, as and when tough situations we go through. So we need an adarsha. आदर्श मतलब आईना कहते हैं वैसे तो. So somebody an ideal. So in this tough situation, how that person has countered that or encountered that or moved ahead. ऐसा वाला कोई आदर्श मिला हमको, that gives us strength and prerana. He has done it, so let me also try. तो ज्ञान प्राप्ति फ्रॉम द गुरु सैद्धांतिक इज वन थिंग, बट थियोरेटिकल थियोरिको प्रैक्टिकल्स में करने के समय वी नीड सम. तो ही सेज कि कम महापुरुषम, which is that Mahapurusha? Who is he? Mahodadehe paramupayatam. The one has gone beyond the terrible ocean of samsara. तो इस संसार समुद्र से पार गए हुए कौन महापुरुष है? To whom आचारेण अनुस्मृत्य, by practice, following him, मतलब following his आचरण, आचारेण अनुस्मृत्य जनः याति न दुःखिताम, that the people go beyond all the dukkhas. दुख रहित सुख स्थिति पाने के लिए किस महात्मा का चलन चालन जो है उसको फॉलो करना है. हु इज दैट महात्मा? सो द महात्मा लक्षणस में बी टोल्ड टू अस बाय वशिष्ठ जी, विश्वामित्र जी. लेट अस वेट एंड सी. गुड नो, लाइक इन आवर लाइफ लाइक दैट 5-6 आइडियल्स आर देयर. मानो एक ही है, उनमें सब कुछ है, तो नथिंग लाइक दैट. फॉर अस प्लेंटी आर देयर. आवर ओन गुरुदेव इज इनफ फॉर अस. Bhagavan Adi Shankara is enough for us. Vyasadi Gurus are enough for us. If only we have clear understanding about how they have conducted, how they have mastered their faculties, how they have mastered the Shastras, how they have became introverted and realized the self, and the outside how with that bliss of the self they served. And whenever any level of difficulties came, Sharirika, Manasika, Bahya Jagat Sambandhi, how they have gone through that. So, Mahodadehe Paramupayantam Kam Maham Purusham Acharena Anusamsmrutya Janoyati Na Dukkita. So, by this, a question is there anybody Mahatma who has gone beyond the samsara shoka samudra and freed from all that dukkha? And what acharana he was having? Can we follow that? And by following which we also are redeemed. Luckily to us, there are jnanis, all the time living saints and sages are there, and the past references luckily तो है कि नहीं? कितने सारे संत ऋषि महात्मा, we can follow them. So this is what's question. Now he says किम तत्स्यादुचितं श्रेयः किम तत्स्यादुचितं फलं वर्तितव्यं च संसारे katham nama samanjase. So, beautiful question. Na? Kim tat syat uchitam shreya. What is the highest of the shreyas in this world? Everybody thinks there is shreyas in something. Actually, that's only prayas. Shreyas is good. Prayas is good looking. Good looking need not be good. Sometimes it is so. You know? But many a time we falter. So uchitam shreya katham syat. Kim tat syat. What's that? The ultimate good. In what the ultimate good lies? So to kim tat syat uchitam phalam. Then how to follow that? And that shreyo marga gives what sort of phala? Is it worthy? है ना? श्रेयो मार्ग क्या है, उसका फल क्या है, और उत्कृष्ट फल क्या है, उसके लिए श्रेष्ठ मार्ग क्या है. बोथ आर द सेम. फर्स्ट डिसाइड द फल, देन फाइंड द पाथ फॉर इट, or find the best path and know what destination it takes us to. Then vartitavyam cha samsare katham. How in this world I have to do the bharta var vyavahara. And this samsara is what? Asamanjase. So this very funny world of uh, irregularities, worlds of uncertainties, world of unnecessarily tying us down, world of temptations, so many. असमंजस जगत है ये. समंजस मतलब सीधा साधा. असमंजस मीन्स कुछ भी सीधा साधा नहीं. What is the best example to understand is any of the, let us say, खटारा पुराना गाड़ी, कार ही मान लो 30-40 से पहले पुराना. Now in the new car, everything is samanjasa. Steering से लेकर everything is, and the ride is also so smooth. But that 30-40 साल पुराना गाड़ी, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इस सीट खुद हिलता डुलता है, बेल्ट टूटा हुआ है आधा, स्टीयरिंग इज ऑल्सो अनस्टेबल, टायर्स आर वेरी वॉबलिंग ओनली, brake and clutch you have to use so much of strength for it, and it is making very funny sounds, smoking coming inside only in the car. This is called asamanjasa. The jagat also is like that. Nothing stable and stationary and encouraging and inspiring. The more good you want to do, the more difficulties, troubles come to us. So too, the more we want to enjoy the world, it gives us trouble and misery only. Nothing remains the stable. असमंजस, असमंजस मतलब समझ में नहीं आना. You can't be believing of anything in this world. Our own life is uncertain, first of all. And the things and beings and all situations. Asamanjasa. The whole world is now watching at India. 4 तारीख क्या होगा? 4 जून. बहूनि मे व्यतीतानि जन्मानि तव 4 जून. 4th June, what will be the result? Terrible, no? These 3 countries. And July 1st is the Britain elections. US elections also are there due during October, etc. India का हुए हैं. अभी रिजल्ट क्या होगा नहीं पता. Whole permutation combination of international relations depend upon all these things. Asamanjasa, sandigdha avastha. So in this asamanjasa world, how I have to behave outside with the world? In this asamanjasa world, what is the shreyo marga and what is the phala to be expected ultimately? These are the 3 questions. Kim tat syad uchitam shreyaha, kim tat syad uchitam phalam, vartitavyam cha samsare katham, then katham nama asamanjase samsare. What is the meaning of how to behave in this world or do vyavahara is same. Like a Padma Patra Vivambasa. We are there in the world for which we are sent. Nothing less, nothing more. Exactly. So that when we go back, there is full sense of gratitude, congratulations from the world, sense of fulfillment also for ourselves. Like कोई भी ऑफिस जाते हैं, कथम वर्तितव्यम. In that office, what work to do, how to behave with the boss, with the colleagues, with all the non-living things around, we must know. तो ऐसा 40 साल सर्विस किया, wherever posted everybody were happy and he is also happy. That is what is katham vartitavyam cha samsare katham nama. How to behave in this samsara, which is asamanjasa, isn't it? These are all maturities. When we gain and live life accordingly, then there are no tensions. Shastras guide us only for that. Knowing that when we live, it's good for us. Next he says, Tattvam kathayame kinchit enasya jagata prabho vedmi purva param dhatuhu cheshtitasya namastite. Another thing is what? Dhatuhu cheshtitasya अनवस्थितेः पूर्वापरं वेद्मि जगतः हे प्रभो किंचित येन अस्य तत्त्वं कथय मे. So तत्त्वं कथय मे किंचित. Please tell me the essence. What is that? येन अस्य जगतः धातुः चेष्टितस्य अनवस्थिते वेद्मि पुरापरम. That the Lord Brahmadeva has created the world. So, what are the Moola Padarthas with which he has created and what for he has created? This aspect also tell me. Big question, it is Tattvam Kathayame Kinchid Yena Asya Jagataha. Hey Prabhu. Prabhu is addressed to the Guru. Hey Prabhu, Asya Jagataha Purva Aparam Vedmi. I just want to know Purva Aparam the Vedmi. Jagat. What was the Jagat? Came from, and presently it's there. Apara means where the Jagat is going to be. And with what? Ichcha or Uddesha, the Dhata has created. Dhata, Purastha, Yamuda, Jahara, all of that. He has created this world. Tell me about that. Maybe because of this question as an answer only, that we see no that 3, 4, 5 prakaranas are given, I think. What is the name of third prakaranam? This is the Vairagya Prakaranam. Second is Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam. The third one is Utpatti Prakaranam, about entire creation. Then second is what? Sthiti Prakaranam, the maintenance of the world. And third one is Upashama Prakaranam, the dissolution. Utpasti Sthiti Upashama Prakaranas might be having the answer to this question. And who seeks the answer to them? The one who has become Mumukshu. Who can become Mumukshu? Who can become Vairagi? Why can become Vairagi? Who can do Viveka? So Ramji has done Viveka, became Vairagi. In his end, in the next second Prakarana, the Mumukshu's Lakshanas are taught to us. Then the Utpatti Sthiti and Upasham of the Jagat is told, in which the whole Jagat should be proved to be Mithya, like the second Vaitatya Prakarana of Mandukya Upanishad. Then what is reality? By which we get moksha? Obviously the sixth Prakaranam, Nirvanam Prakaranam. ऐसा होता होगा. So anyway, that Dhata who made this world, I want to know the Purva Paras. So the creation, maintenance, dissolution techniques also, as well as purposes also. Therefore, our way of life to be lived in this world. In बातों को बताइए. Then he goes to next sloka. Hrudayakasha shishinaha चेतसो मलमार्जनम यथा मे जायते ब्रह्मन् तथा निर्विघ्नमाचर. Beautiful, no? Hrudaya akashe shashinaha chetasaha. So, like in the sky, there is a moon. In that moon, there is scar. In the same way, in my own heart, there is a moon of Atman. In that Atman moon, there is the scar. The scar kya hai? Chetana became Chidabhasa, and Chidabhasa, in the Hridaya only, God identify the upadhis and living the life of Jiva through these upadhis struggling. So that scar on the moon, how can it be removed so that the Nirmala Chaitanya Atma Anubhuti in my Hridaya Akasha I can have. The outer Chandrama ka, Kalankata we cannot remove. But inner Chandrama, Hridaya Akashe Shashinaha. हृदय मेरे आकाश में शशि है. कौन है? चेता. चेता मीन चैतन्य आत्मा. What is the mala marjanam? How the mala of that Chetana Atma be removed. Chetana Atma has not become malina. But on that, because of the Ajnana, instead of knowing it, we have become Bahirmukha only. And the whole life has become Malina in pure Vedantic Bhasha through Dvaita and through Dvandva. And the Nirupadika we become Sopadika, the Nirantara and Ananta we became Santa, the Anandi we became Dukhi, the Janma Jara Aroga Marana Rahita, we are now living a life full of years of this old age, disease, death. तो ये कलंक को कैसे निकाले? सो यथा में जायते ब्रह्मन तो हृदय आकाश शिशिनः चेतसः मलमार्जनम यथा में जायते. How this removal of that impurity happens, हे ब्रह्मन, हे गुरु, तथा निर्विघ्नम आचरा. Please teach me that knowledge and see to it that this happens without any obstacles or vignas. तो यहाँ टीच करिए भी नहीं कह रहे, आचरण, आप आचरण कीजिए, मतलब इट मीन्स टीचिंग ओनली. सो प्लीज सी टू इट दैट विदाउट एनी ऑब्स्टेकल्स द स्कार ऑन द आत्मवस्तु इन माय हार्ट इज टोटली रिमूव्ड. यथा मे जायते ब्रह्मन् तथा निर्विघ्नमाचर हृदय आकाश शशिनः चेतसो मलमार्जनम्. Isn't it? In you and I, if you look into our hearts, close the eyes, पहला बात तो हृदय के तक हम पहुंचते ही नहीं. In our contemplation, even if we reach there, there is only the Dvaita Dvandva Mala, the Vasana Mala, the Avidya Mala. So much it is there that the pure, beautiful Atma Chaitanya, like Chandrama, we are not able to see him. Then, as Chandrama gives the cool effect, the Atma Anubhuti also gives that cool bliss. And Chandrama is said to be giving the Amrita, the Atma also Amrita Swarupa. But it is Kalanka Yukta now. Kalanka means a covering, a scar. Not in the Atman. Paramatma ko koi sparsh nahi karta. But then the Ajnana, not able to know the self, leading to the projection of the entire Jiva Jagadishwara Bheda, to put it precisely. So without any vigna means very soon, let the scar go away. I enjoy the Atma Chandrama in my heart. This is what Bhagavan Rama is pleading, requesting. Then he continues to stay same. Kimi hasyadupadeyam kim vaheyam athetarato katham vishranti mayatu chetaha chapalam adrivatu. Wow. Every question is so complete. And these questions indicate to us the goals to be reached. And the whole text gives us the means or techniques or sadhanas to be followed, obviously. So he says, Kimiha syat upadeyam. In this world of ours, in this life as a human, Kimiha syat upadeyam. What is that which is to be held on to, taken to, received, consumed, or owned? उपादेय मतलब लेना है ना, लाइक थाली में चपाती रखा है, उपादेय. किमिह स्याद उपादेय, like one fruit is given, let's say banana. So in that there are two parts. One part is consumable by receiving, another is thrown away, to be thrown away. है ना, as a human being, the upadeyam of the banana is the inner banana fruit. What about this skin of it? Anupadeyam or heyam. That's not good for us. Isn't it? In everything there are two things. A husk होता है, अंदर चावल होता है. तो चावल is upadeyam, then the husk is heyam. Isn't it? So too, I am in this world, taking which that my disturbances are reduced, happiness grows. So too, what is that we have to give up, because of which the happiness grows, miseries get reduced. He says, Kimiha syad upadeyam and kimva heyam atha itarat. And what is that to be given up? And is there something? Itarat means neither of these two. Big question. These questions will have 10 pages of answer. Because in the heyam, all the adharma, all the papa, all the upadhi tadatmyas, all of them come in the category of heyam or anupadeyam. Then all the positive things, Daiva Bhakti, Guru Bhakti, Aneka Prakara Upasanas, all of them come under the category of Upadeyam. All of them have to be explained. So to the Dussanga, Heyam, Satsanga is Upadeyam, Durvrutti is Heyam, Sadvrittis are Upadeyam, Bandhana Marga, Heyam, Moksha Marga, Upadeyam. You must know in this word, na? इतना बड़ा लिस्ट बनता है इस प्रश्न का आंसर. थर्ड वन इज इंटरेस्टिंग. किम इतरत, is there anything which is neither heyam nor upadeyam? You know the answer for that is our own self. Self is never heyam, because where do you drop the self and go? कहेंगे ना, छोड़ ही नहीं सकते अपना आत्मा. अनात्मा you can drop, हेय वस्तु, but आत्मा cannot be in the category of heyam. कुछ भी करो छोड़ा नहीं जा सकता उससे. And it is not upadeyam also, because it's not other than you. Anything other than me only can be upadeya, or even can be heya. The self is aheyam anupadeyam. That's why that shloka, aheyam anupadeyam mano vacham agocharam. Mana vach say agochar, aheya anupadeya is the lakshana of the Atman. Is it not? So that which puts us in samsara obviously is heyam. That which puts us in the sadhana is upadeyam. And ultimately the self is the itarat, aheyam anupadeyam, which is actually our goal. Isn't it? So to the whole world, as it was said, Atmavat, then Trunavat. When it comes to the whole sadhana aspect, the Jagat is Amritavat Upadeyam. Because the whole world is the place for us to do sadhana. अरे भाई जगत नहीं है तो गुरु कहाँ होगा? जगत नहीं है तो शास्त्र कहाँ होंगे? जगत नहीं है तो लोग कहाँ होंगे जिनको हम सेवादि करते हुए, प्रेम आदि करते हुए डेवलप करें अपने साधना को? That way तो this field of the world is such a beautiful अमृतमय उपादेय जगत. नहीं तो कौन कहाँ हमको पढ़ाएगा बोलो शास्त्र साधना? सारे साधनाएं इसमें ही होते हैं. उस दृष्टि से अमृतमय उपादेय is this jagat. But the same jagat, it is vishavat heya also when we are getting bound by that world by our ignorance. उस दृष्टि से वो हेय हो जाता है. सो किम स्याद उपादेयम, किम स्याद हेयम, किम स्याद इतरतः. Then the purpose of it is what? Katham vishrantim ayatu chetaha. How my chitta becomes absolute vishranta. Another thought it is, we are only seeing 2-3% of every shloka. We are just going fast. बड़ा टेक्स्ट है, जल्दी करना इसलिए. तो चेता कथम विश्रांति में आया तो सी द डिस्टर्बेंस इन अवर चित्ता. यहाँ तक कभी नींद भी चैन से नहीं होता, और उस समय में इतने सपने आते हैं. और इन दो सपना ऑल्सो नथिंग बट टेंशंस, वरीज एंड एंजाइटीज. And the moment we get up from morning till night, see the chapalata, chanchalata, the running of the chitta. So Rama is asking, Katham Vishranti Maya to Chetaha. And how he wants the chitta to be? Cheta Chapalam Adrivatu. The most disturbing chanchala chitta of mine. I want to see it to be as stationary and stable like the Adri, the mountain, the hillock. है ना, जो पहाड़ होता है ना, हजारों साल वैसे नहीं हिलता है, वैसा ही वहीं रहता है. I want to have my chitta also nischala. So by this understood, Rama understood that chanchalata of the chitta is again dukkha hetu. In fact, the disturbed mind is the misery, calm and quiet mind is the happiness, and no mind is the bliss. Beyond the mind we go, the bliss, calm and quiet mind reflects the bliss of the Brahman as happiness. The undisturbed mind becomes opaque, the Sukha or Ananda is not allowed to be reflected. Mind you, the Rahitya of the Dukkha, absence or Rahitya of the Sukha, the absence of Sukha is felt as Dukkha. Like the absence of light is felt as darkness, so the Sukha Rahityam is Dukkham. So, Katham Nischalatam Adrivat Ayatu Chapalaha Chetaha. So, how many things in this asked? 4 things. उपादेयम क्या है, हेयम क्या है, अहेय अनुपादेय क्या है, and how like a mountain, rock solid, the rock memorial of Swami Vivekananda. I know how this chitta becomes. Teach me. And these are the questions to be asked. In this is the moksha, and the answers for that are given in our Shastras. For those answers, we have to study Shastra. Till वो जवाब मिलने तक हमको खोजते ढूंढते ही रहना है. सैद्धांतिक जवाब मिलने तक शास्त्रों को खोजो, अनुभव का जवाब मिलने तक साधना में बैठो. This is how our whole life has to be dedicated for. Now we are left with 4 more shlokas. We have a lot of time. Kena pavana mantrena tu samsruti vishuchika shamyati yamanayasam ayasa shatakarini. What a quite beautiful way of asking question, you know. He says, Kena pavana mantrena duhu samsruti vishuchika. The vishuchika is the contaminated, contagious disease. जिससे हजारों लाखों मरते थे up to 1960, 70, 80 तक we have seen. And in our Shastras, for many of the Sharirika Manasika Rogas, the answers are there in the mantra. Mantra also 3 times. One mantra is the mantra Shakti only of some Devata. Like Swastinaha Tarksho Arishtanemihi. तो तार्क्ष प्रभागान गरुड़ का मंत्र होगा है ना. तन्नो गरुड़ प्रचोदयात्, है ना, विष्णु वाहनाय धीमहि. That mantra ucharana, all the sharirika arishtas it removes. Mantra also means the common sense way of living life by which those problems do not occur. And mantra is means the sthula upayas also called part of mantra only, no. ऐसा दवाई बना कर देना. So दवाई, दिमाग और दुआई, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज मंत्र. दिल दिमाग दवा, सॉरी, नहीं, दिमाग दवा एंड दुआ, these are the 3 things work. Dava is medicine actual, Dimak is common sense, how to live so that we are not adding up to the disease, and Dua is, oh Lord bless me. So he is asking, Kena Pavana Mantrena? What is that Pavana Mantra? What is an advice? What is the wisdom? What is the plan of action by which to Samsruti Vishuchika, this terrible samsara named Vishuchika Roga, Shamyati Yam, it becomes subsided and eliminated. And Anayasa, it should happen without much of ayasa. Then Ayasa Shatakarini, the one who is giving hundreds and thousands of troubles, miseries. This Dusamsruti named Vishuchika. What is that mantra by which effortlessly this disease goes away? संसार रूपी रोग कौन से मंत्र उपाय से आराम से आसान से चला जाएगा? वो जो हंड्रेड्स ऑफ आयासा दुख डिफिकल्टीज दे ही जा रहा है. Then those who have gone through various bodily diseases, they know the pain in that. आगे ना जिनको कैंसर हुआ है या कोई पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी इज एकिंग एंड पेनिंग, बेचारे बुढ़ापे में ना, once the age crosses 45 only, unspeakable, you know, lot of dukha of the sharira come. And दवाई भी ऐसे तगड़े वाले है ही नहीं है. And even भोजन also adds to the dukha only disease. काय का तगड़ा भोजन मिल रहा है हमको. People cannot, and we have not studied so much Vedanta saying that I am not the body. We to say I am not that body, this body. I am through this body. And then holding on to those old people when you tell them, जप करो, पूजा करो, साधना करो, वो कहते महाराज आप कुछ करो कि मैं दर्द से बाहर आऊं. That's young people do not know that. Only when they become old, then they understand how they were becoming restless. When they were seeing their grandparents suffer and ask for some help. है ना? खुद बूढ़े बन जाए तभी पता चलता है ना. Imagine there's a pain in the knees. You can't stand, you can't sit, you can't walk. Calf muscle pain हो, even नीचे पाँव में है. Because each of the deficiencies or whatever imbalances give these pains. किसी को बैक पेन है, टेरिबल बाबा. किसी को गले में, मतलब in the neck pain it is there. The other things, the stomach related ones, और उसमें कोई अल्सर वगैरह हो गए मानो, terrible pain. So Rama is feeling that type of pain in this Samshruti Vishochika. And some of the diseases, of itching type होते हैं. The eczema type of things, the skin related one. You can't bear it. यार करो क्या, खरोच होगी तो खून निकल रहा है वो. दवाई काम नहीं कर रहा. And it is said that dermo related diseases कुछ है, you can't use anesthesia. So you are not in that anesthesia effect also. Sleeping tablet नहीं ले सकते. कितने जीव है बेचारे ना, दिन रात बिना चैन का नींद का दुखी होते रहते. Don't talk that aspect of पाप का फल है, वो तो है ही, चलो ठीक है. But then are they suffering or not? तो संस्कृति विषुचिका है ना, आयास शतकारिणी. It is giving hundreds of difficulties and problems. What is that pavana mantra by which sunayasena shamyati, effortlessly anayasena, this disease goes away. तो इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? In our Yoga Vaashishtha Grantha, when the Guru start teaching, the solution for all these problems are there. And don't we need these solutions? And are we not going through? Here, thus, we have explained physical body disease, but actually it's called as Samshruti Vishuchika, the samsara. इसमें शरीर एक भाग है, बट मोर देन शरीर द अंतःकरण में जो संसार चल रहा है. राग द्वेषादि काम क्रोध आदि, so much of this vishuchikas, how much ayasa they are giving. The sense of incompleteness, sense of the wants or the desires, बाप रे, चैन ही नहीं हम. So but there is mantra, there is a mantra. Guru is going to give us, ये चला जाएगा सब. शाम्यति इयम अनायासम आयास शतकारिणी. So आयास शतकारिणी इयम दुस्संस्कृति विशेषिका केन मंत्रेण अनायासम शाम्यति. What is that pavana mantra by which effortlessly samsara vishuchika gets removed? Oh, the same thing, the positive of it. Katham shitala tam antah ananda tarumanjarim purna chandra ivakshinam vrushamasādayamyaham. It's such a beautiful, no? Dukkha nivarana ka prashna tha wo. This one is sukha prapti wala prashna. Katham, how? Shitalatam, the cooling effect. Antaha, inside. Ananda taru manjarim. How can I have that Ananda taru manjari? Manjari is guldasta, gucha, pushponka manjari. So I want to enjoy the continuous Ananda within myself with total coolness. Like Purna Chandra Iva. Like a Purna Chandra. But sir, Purna Chandra to हर दिन रहते हैं, एक ही दिन नहीं, अक्षीणाम भृशम आसादयाम्या. Means what? Like that full moon ki tarah, full bliss inside me, giving such a cooling effect to me, giving us such a ananda. How can I get that one? Katham shitalatam antah ananda tarumanjarim purnachandraiva akshinam bhrushamasādayāmya. Like every of the deceased person goes to the doctor. Doctor साहब ऐसा कर दो कि all my body pains, everything goes away, the bones etc. कि मैं फिर से एथलेटिक्स में दौड़ सकूं, ऐसा मुझे बना देना. पीछे इनकम टैक्स वालों को लगाओ, खुद ही भागोगे. Isn't it? Narayana. So, this positive question is so tasty, sweet. Shitalatam and then Ananda Tarumanjarim, Bhrusham Asadayam. Asadayam means I obtain and involve and experience the complete cooling, continuous inner bliss. Complete cooling, continuous inner bliss. Katham asadayami. How do I get that, sir? Then प्राप्यान्तः पूर्णतां पूर्णः न शोचामि यथा पुनः संतो भवन्तः तत्त्वज्ञाः ततेहोपदिशन्तु माम्. प्राप्य, having obtained antah purnatam, the inner infinitude, completeness, purnaha, so much ananda yuktayam, na शोचामि यथा पुनः. दोबारा इतना भी शोक नहीं होना चाहिए मुझे. Santaha, oh great gurus, bhavantah tattvajnaha, you are the knowers of the tattva, tatha iha upadishantu mam. Please give that upadesha to me. Clear na Ramji ke prashna? Not only is very sharp in his thinking about the inner and outer world and their bondages, is equally sharp in asking the gurus also questions which will redeem him from all these inner and outer ignorance and delusion related created bondages and miseries. अज्ञान मोह वश से हुआ सारे बंधन और दुखों से कैसे छुटकारा पावे, ऐसे प्रश्न को पूछने में भी भगवान राम समर्थ है, बुद्धिमान है. Every shloka is so tasty. You are all tattvajnas. Bhavanta means the Vaashishtha ji is there, Vishwamitra ji is there, Vamadeva ji is there, so many other great saints. Vamadeva ji to our Aitareya Upanishad famous. Many others also there, but mainly to main these two gurus. Having obtained the inner Purnata, again I should not become Dukhi Shoki even once. Anta Purnatam Purnaha Prapya. Na Shochami Yatha Punaha. Tatvajnaha Tata Mam Upadishantu Santaha Bhavantaha. The great saints, you are the knowers of truth. Please teach. Isn't it? This is teaching us as to how to approach the Guru with respect, reverence, devotion, and what for approaching. Before going to the Gurus, we should know very clearly what for we have to go, what we have to seek from them. आधा वाला homework हमको करना है, isn't it? नहीं तो गए गुरु जो देना है दे दो गुरु महाराज, डंडा देंगे एक, हम लेके आ जाओ. It is a clarity. I want Purnata. I want complete Purna Sukha Ananda and Dukkha Rahityam Pura. What is that? Teach me. Tell me the all things. Intellectual knowledge भी बताइए और practical techniques भी बताइए, so that I do that. In this way, last shloka of this beautiful sarga. I could have pulled it 3 more days. तो मैंने कहा जल्दी करो. अनुत्तमानंद पद प्रधान विश्रांति रिक्तम सततम महात्मन कदर्थयन्ति वृषं विकल्पाः श्वानो वने देहमिवाल्पजीवम्. So, anuttama ananda pada pradhana vishranti riktam. A person who is rikta, not having at all. What? That anuttama ananda pada pradhana vishranti. The pradhana vishranti, the ultimate supreme shanti, gained because of the anuttama ananda pada atma pada. The one who doesn't get this anubhuti, hey Mahatman, such people satatam always kadayarthayanti ha bhrusham vikalpaha. So vikalpa means the mind's projections and thoughts continuously kadaryanti means threaten him, frighten him, attack him and make him miserable. Example is Shvanaha Vane Dehamiva Alpajivam. Like this yar hoya, lomdi hoya, general dogs only. This Alpajivam. How these dogs, they run behind the rabbits kaho, sometime behind the gilahari also, और कोई चूहा को भी कैसे भाग भाग कर पकड़ कर उसको मार देता है, बिल्ली को भी. The dogs have the technique of killing. In the same way, the vikalpas of the chitta will chase and give the kadarthanam, this bhaya as well as dukkha, to a person who has not discovered this anuttama ananda pada and pradhana vishranti. The ultimate peace and the bliss recognized through the self. The one who has not got it, his mind with all its vikalpas will trouble him eternally. So therefore, I don't want to suffer that. Show me the path, hey Guru. So इसमें गुरुओं के प्रति श्रद्धा, गुरुओं के प्रति भक्ति एंड गुरुओं के प्रति उचित प्रश्न पूछना है ना. And before that, putting in front of them his own understandings so that they will correct or improve upon if at all to be done. So in this way, this Prayojana Kathanam is the Sarga 30. Idi Arshe Vaashishtha Maharamayane Valmikiye Vairagya Prakaranam Prayojana Kathanam Nama Trimshattamaha Sargaha. So the Uttama Prayojana Prapti Hetu, what to do is only get educated, trained, guided by the Acharyas and Gurus as Rama has done. He is an avatar. Still he didn't take it for granted. Rama and Krishna हमको यही सिखाया अवतारते भी कि we have to go to our Gurus, Acharyas, and through them we have to get the guidance for our own redemption. And they also, from their acharyas, they studied. They are in that Jivan Muktanubhava Sthiti and they thoroughly know the Shastra. They understand in and out and they know how to guide us. Mazidar baat. So here we conclude this beautiful sarga. Don't you feel so beautiful? मजा आया कि नहीं? मुझे तो अच्छा लगता है. ये योग वासिष्ठ के लिए every day wait. All texts are sublime, but this has good, that depth in it is there. The thoughts, the way of presentation, vigorous exercise I have to do to study and tell you. वो वाला थक जाते हैं लेकिन मजा आता है. And then more and more day by day, I am getting fascinated and enchanted by Bhagwan Sri Ram. Because we know Rama represented an ideal human being. Sri Rama also an ideal Dharma Samstapaka. But we also should know that Rama did both the things of who should be and how should be a bhakt, what do you call, Jignasu or Sadhaka or Shishya. Sadhaka and Shishya and Jignasu Ram हम नहीं जानते. विवेकी वैरागी राम हम नहीं जानते. When you read only Valmiki Ramayana, उसमें ये वाले नहीं है राम, ऐसा वाला राम नहीं दिखते. But this Rama of Yoga Vasishtha is more greater. मेरे को लगता है वाल्मीकि रामायण रामा इज धर्म निर्वहन रामा. Then Yoga Vasishtha Ramayana is Shishya Bhakta Adhyatmik Sadhaka Rama. And Adhyatma Ramayana Rama is Jivan Mukta Rama. So Rama lived a Jivan Mukta Jivanam and he showed us how to live as a human being with all dharmas. And then through this text, he taught us how to be a sadhaka with Viveka Vairagya and all the Samadhi Sampada and Guru Upasati, Guru Sharanagati and asking the Gurus the right prashna. Complete yaar Bhagwan Ram ji to मजेदार. Only when those who study this text ना उनको पता आता है ऐसे वाला राम का भी एक पिक्चर. So let us salute our Lord Rama, seek his blessings. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnasya Purnamada Purnamidam Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्रतारकं न इमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतो तमेव अभान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भाषा सर्वमिदं. ओम दाशरथाय विद्महे सीतावल्लभाय ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. बोल श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र की जय. बोल श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. भाई जय बोलो भाई समस्त देवता गण की जय. समस्त श्रुति स्मृति पुराणिता शास्त्र की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मृति जय. राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि शक्ति माता की समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक से उपास जिज्ञास धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्ष मुक्त गण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. Great. Thank you, friends, for your lovely presence. Yeah. Jaya Jaya.